What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports Channel, and welcome everybody to the live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024. We are live here for the first of two games of our doubleheader on this Saturday of week number 1 of college football of the 2024 season. College football is officially back, everybody. It really much started last week, but it is really back this weekend, of course, for today. It pretty much started on Thursday night with some games on that Thursday night, and then, of course, yesterday. But now we got the main day on Saturday, and we are getting set for a really awesome showdown here of college football 2024 in week number 1, and it's coming up here in just a little bit. And we are just so excited to see college football back. We got plenty pregame coming up for you. It's coming up in just a moment as our first game of 2 is between the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. That's coming up for you in just a minute. We got more pregame coming up for you right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. A little bit of technical difficulties here on the stream. We might have a little bit of buffering, but hopefully we could still commentate this game normally. And it's not really, I'm not showing the game and everything. I'm just doing like a live stream and just giving you my voice and just showing the scoreboard on the screen as well. But Florida and Miami, two, of course, rivals in the state of Florida, getting ready to go at it here in week number 1 of this matchup between the Canes and the Gators. And back to what I was saying here about both of these teams, let's talk about the Miami Hurricanes first. They're ranked number 19th in the AP poll this year and probably one of the top contenders to win the ACC Conference Championship. Of course, it's been like that now for the last couple years, but inconsistency by the Miami Hurricanes has led to them to having a really up and down start in the Mario Cristobal era. Mario Cristobal enters his third season as the head coach for the Hurricanes, and we're hoping to see what he can do as the Miami head coach and everything. And if he can really, turn this thing around, I think Miami could be a dangerous team this year. But you look at this team that they're playing, and they're playing on the road here to start out the year. You got a new quarterback in Cam Ward, of course, obviously the transfer coming from Washington State. A lot of hype around Cam Ward, and of course, you got Martinez, the transfer from Oregon State. A lot of hype around this Miami team, of course, with all the transfers they brought in. They brought in a really good recruiting class as well. Again, just so much hype here for the Hurricanes. About 20 minutes away from the kickoff, and we'll see what that offense of Miami looks like, but we'll see what the defense looks like as well. But again, can Miami stay consistent throughout the year? We'll find out what they can do in this first game against this Florida defense. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Florida Gators, third year under Billy Napier, obviously 6-7 in his first year, 5-7 last year, disappointing year, but it's not been just about the record. It's been about schedules for the Florida Gators the last couple years. They've been having to play some tough non-conference games and some tough SEC conference games. And yes, that's not just the one thing. They do play in the toughest conference in the history of college football, and of course, that is the SEC. They have an even tougher schedule this year. Again, Billy Napier, if they can get out here with a win against Miami, it could give them momentum going into this season. But what will this Florida offense looks like? They got Graham Mertz coming back at quarterback, of course, started his career at Wisconsin, and he came last year as a transfer from there, and he actually was pretty good. So coming off a pretty good season, what will we see here from Graham Mertz in this game right here? And we will have more pregame coming up for you. We'll talk about who the favorite going into this game is and what could we expect going into this matchup as well. More pregame coming up for you right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Again, some technical difficulties here on this stream and everything. Again, I'm trying to get that sorted out, but hopefully we could still commentate this game with just my own voice, and again with this own scoreboard here on the stream as well. Getting ready for kickoff between Florida and Miami. We are close to about 15 minutes away, 17 minutes away from the kickoff. And Miami, of course, like I said, so much hype around this team with the Hurricanes. They have a lot of transfers, of course, that they picked up in the offseason. Cam Ward, of course, making his debut. And I've been saying throughout the offseason, he might be one of the top quarterback transfers in the country. And then you look at Florida, obviously, a very talented team. Everybody's been writing them off, not even making it to a bowl game because of that schedule, but it's not really just about the schedule. It's more about the team. This is a very talented Florida team. Again, they still got some playmakers. Florida might not be the same team back in the old days, but they are just very competitive when it comes to these big games. Now, they may not be on the level of some of these teams that they're playing in the SEC this year, but we expect Florida to come out really competitive in this game against the Miami Hurricanes. And with the home field advantage, that really could be the difference here in this one. But it's going to be a good game. Again, it's between the ACC and the SEC. It's a SEC versus ACC showdown. This is the third ACC versus SEC game that we've had today. We've had Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt go at it. Virginia Tech, a very experienced team out of that conference, and also mainly in the country. And then we also had Georgia just annihilate Clemson in the second half. The number one ranked team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, start 1-0 with a 34-3 win over the Clemson Tigers in the first game of this season. Well, looking at the matchup predictor and also who the favorite going into this Miami and Florida game. Well, the Miami Hurricanes, they come in as the favorite, even on the road at the Swamp, one of the toughest places to play in SEC history. They are a 2.5-point favorite. The over and under in this game is at 54.5, so maybe we're kind of expecting a low-scoring game, but you got two great quarterbacks that can probably throw it up in the air, and they can make this game a little bit interesting of a kind of like a passing game. We'll just see whoever is the better running team as well. The game time weather is currently 92 degrees in Gainesville. Of course, it's going to be a hot one out there as these two teams go at it. We may see a lot of cramping in this game because that's what the early season kind of feels like, because you're playing in your first game of college football and also in the season. Again, with this, early kind of season weather, it's hot down there, and hopefully these players can stay safe from the hot weather as well. But you look at the matchup predictor. The FBI has Florida favored in this one, according to ESPN Analytics, 57.5%, and then 42.5% they give Miami to beat Florida here on the road at the Swamp. So, yeah, even matchup predictor there, you could just see how physical this rivalry is. Of course, both of these teams did not meet, for a very long time. It's been since 2019, so about 5 years since the last matchup, and the Florida Gators, again, won that matchup. I believe it was like 30-something to 27, if I'm not mistaken, but that game, of course, was in week number 0 back in 2019. Of course, that's when Dan Mullen was still the head coach for the Gators. And again, that was the last time that Florida and Miami went at it in this rivalry game. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up the series between Florida and Miami here. Again, we like to look at this and everything, but we have more pregame coming up for you. We will get kickoff ready to go here in a few minutes, and when we come back, we'll talk about other games around the world here in week number 1 of the college football season. We got it all for you right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of Miami versus Florida right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Getting ready for kickoff between the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes, the battle between two Florida schools, and also the ACC versus SEC showdown. And this is college football week number 1 action. Again, first game of 2. We have a doubleheader coming up for you here later this afternoon, and then coming up this evening, we do have a second game coming up for you here live on the channel. We do got Texas A&M taking on Notre Dame in our second game. You'll probably see it right there on the channel if you go inside to my channel, and you can check out what's coming up on the live streams. And that is what's coming up for you later on tonight. Pre-game, hopefully, will start at 7:15, but it will follow right after this Miami and Florida game. So right after the Miami and Florida game ends, they'll probably switch it to the game between Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Again, Notre Dame is going to Kyle Field tonight in College Station, Texas. Mike Elko makes his debut as the head coach for the Aggies, and also he's going up against his former quarterback in Ryan Leonard. So that'll be an interesting storyline there. But again, our first game, Miami and Florida getting ready to go at it. And before we go into the game, we do have some score updates for you. How about Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt tied up at 27-all in the fourth quarter with 3 seconds to go, so we could have an overtime game between those two teams, and it is. It's a overtime game between Vanderbilt and Virginia Tech. Who saw that coming? Vanderbilt off to a really terrific start this year. They're competing with one of the most experienced teams in the country. Penn State and West Virginia, that game is in a rain delay right now, maybe a thunderstorm delay as well, because that game's been delayed for quite a while, maybe over an hour and a half and maybe 2. So hopefully that game gets continued later on soon. But the score in that game is Penn State leading West Virginia 20-6. Tennessee up 55-3 over Chattanooga. That's a big-time score right there for Tennessee. That offense is going to be really explosive again. Nico Maliava in his debut as the Tennessee quarterback. Up at halftime, Oklahoma State leads South Dakota State only 17-6. We knew South Dakota State would come out really competitive, just like North Dakota State did against, of course, Colorado on Thursday. But Colorado, of course, won 31-26. And again, Texas and Colorado State, they're getting ready to kick off. And just a while ago, the Georgia Bulldogs, the number 1 ranked team in the country, they just defeated the Clemson Tigers 34-3, a dominating second-half performance by the Georgia Bulldogs to pull away from the Clemson Tigers 34-3. It was only 6-0 at halftime, but Clemson again just struggled on offense to get past that Georgia defense. So it looks like Georgia's going to once again have like a really good defense, but we'll see how they get into SEC play. Again, we need kind of like 4 weeks to know about these teams, but I think that just told you the story. Georgia, again, just showing off their dominance, but Clemson starts 0-1 on the season. Clemson will get ready for Appalachian State next week, so that's where their next game will be. That's where their next game will be, not at Appalachian State, but in Clemson, South Carolina. And other action in the top 25, Iowa scored 40 points today. Big-time offensive performance by the Hawkeyes in the second half. First half, I believe, were only up like 6-0, so they had a really good offensive performance in that second half. Other matchups that happened today here in week number 1. But let's go back to Friday night. We had Oklahoma beat Temple 51-3. They opened up their SEC era with a win over Temple, 51-3 as an SEC team. Utah was victorious 49-0 last night or on Thursday night against Southern Utah. Kansas as well, 48-3. NC State was victorious over Western Carolina, 38-21. Missouri, 51-0 shutout win over Murray State. So that's your final scores from your Thursday night games. And then we saw TCU and Stanford go back and forth last night, 34-27. TCU comes out on top with the victory. So some final scores there for you as the Florida Gators are getting ready to make their entrance in the swamp. And the Florida Gators, again, with a very tough schedule this year. Again, they are underdogs in this game, so with that kind of underdog mentality, can they pull off a huge upset to start out the year and look like they have momentum going into the season? Again, Florida getting ready to take the field. As I tell you what, this is what college football is all about. Everybody's been waiting. All the off-season talk is over. It's now time to settle things on the field. Again, both of these teams, again, with different kind of expectations. Miami, of course, probably one of those favorites to win the conference championship in the ACC. And then, of course, for Florida, they are predicted to not go to a bowl game this year because of that schedule. Again, they have a very tough schedule, but it's not really about the schedule. You got to take it one game at a time, and that's what it is. Cam Ward, the 2024 ACC Preseason Player of the Year. Again, big-time transfer for Mario Cristobal in that offense for the Hurricanes. Of course, Tyler Van Dyke left the program to go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin had a pretty tough game in the first half, in their game yesterday, but they were able to pull away. So the Badgers in second year under Luke Fickell pull away from that team. Miami Hurricanes lead the all-time series in this rivalry against the Florida Gators. They lead at 29-27. Again, the last game came in 2019 where the Florida Gators won that matchup. Largest margin of victory for the Miami Hurricanes was 31-4. Longest win streak for the Hurricanes was 6. Largest margin of victory for the Gators was 46-6. And then longest win streak here for the Gators was 7. Tim Tebow, of course, in the house, one of the all-time great quarterbacks in the history of the University of Florida. Again, there's been a lot of great Florida legends in the history. Of course, Tim Tebow won the Heisman Trophy in 2007. Well, let's take a look at the team program history here. Again, between the Gators and the Hurricanes, like we mentioned, with the largest margin of victory and longest win streaks. Again, the Hurricanes lead this series 29-27. National championships, Miami with 5, Florida with 3. Conference championships, Miami with 9, and, of course, 8 for Florida. Bowl games, 48 to Florida, 43 and for Miami. Wins all time, Florida with 760 wins as a program history, and then wins all time for Miami, 655. And then consistent All-Americans, 36 for the Miami Hurricanes, 34 for the Gators. Heisman Trophy winners, 2 for the Hurricanes, and then 3 for the Florida Gators. Of course, we just mentioned Heisman Trophy winner Tim Tebow. And then first round, or actually I should say NFL draft picks all time, 374 for the Gators and 362 for the Hurricanes. But first round NFL draft picks, Miami leads that category 67 to 59, and Florida has 59 as a first round NFL draft pick. So again, that's a look at both program comparisons. Again, this is a rivalry that, of course, has been reinstated. Of course, I wish it was a game that was played every year, but it is finally here once again for the first time in 5 years. Again, the Hurricanes lead this series in a close one, 29-27. And again, the Florida Gators, again, are a 2.5-point underdog, but the FBI favors Florida at 57%, and then 42% they give Miami to win here in the Swamp. Both players praying before this game even starts. Of course, we do see that very often in college football and, of course, NFL, and then every other sport that, every time before they play a game. They obviously want the safety. But great crowd on hand. Again, it's 92 degrees down there in Florida. I mean, obviously, it's a hot one down there. We said it was going to be a hot one down there in Gainesville for this first game of the season, especially when it's in August, and then, of course, going into September tomorrow. Cam Ward, again, making his debut as the Miami Hurricanes quarterback. We'll see how consistent he can be in this Mario Cristobal offense, and then also we'll see what the running game looks like for Adrian Martinez, a transfer from Oregon State. Again, a lot of transfers for this Miami team, new faces. This is their first game with each other, so maybe a little bit of nerves here by the Hurricanes, but especially when it's kind of like an early season thing because both of these teams, of course, playing in their first game of the season. Well, we'll take a quick break here, and then we'll get ready for kickoff. It's Miami and Florida. Coming up, live play-by-play broadcasts of the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. And welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It is time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Florida and Miami, a rivalry that is back here in college football for the first time in 5 years against the Hurricanes, 19th ranked team in the country. They lead the all-time series against the Gators 29-27. Again, a lot of storylines. Mario Cristobal, can they be consistent this year and have a better season compared to the last couple years? And for the Florida Gators, tough schedule this year, but a win in this first game of the season would definitely be a momentum swing for Florida to try to get to a bowl game this year. Looks like Miami won the toss. They have deferred, and Florida will get the ball first to start this one. 92 degrees again in Gainesville. But it feels like 100 degrees, they say. That's what the heat index is looking like. Miami is in the all-white uniforms with green trim and also orange trim on the jerseys. Florida is in the blue uniforms with white pants and orange helmets. As the Miami Hurricanes ready to kick off here to start college football week number 1. Of course, it started last week, but this is our second game of our live play-by-play broadcast, and it should be a good one. And Miami kicks off, and we're underway. Florida's going to let that one all the way to the end zone, and that will be a touchback. So Florida takes possession at the 25-yard line. We are now underway. Florida Gators will come out on offense first. Graham Mertz, again, started his career at Wisconsin, but then came in as a transfer quarterback last year. Was really good in completion percentage, 72.9%, 2,993 yards, and then 20 touchdown passes and took care of the football pretty well, 3 interceptions. So big expectations for Graham Mertz and this Florida offense. And they will start from the 25-yard line. We are just underway. Mertz will go out of the shotgun here on his first play. Sends a guy in motion to the right side. Mertz gets the snap. He's going to throw for the first time. Throws it right. Got a man. And it's caught. 35. Out of bounds at around the 36-yard line. It'll be a quick first down, I believe, for the Gators. And Florida goes to Wilson the third, number 3 with the catch. Anjuan Wilson the third. Last season, 61 receptions, 538 yards. Leading receiver for this Florida offense. Graham Mertz out of the shotgun here. We'll probably see him go shotgun formation almost all day. A lot of double fakes. Graham Mertz gets it back, though. Now Mertz will take off running the football, and he slides down. Not a bad gain there from Graham Mertz. He'll be close to that first down. And, of course, Graham Mertz last year missed the final few games due to an injury. Of course, that may have cost Florida's, hopes maybe of making it to a bowl game last year, but with him back now fully healthy and a little bit more stronger in second year under this Florida system, Graham Mertz probably could be a lot better. But again, great season last year. 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup by Mertz. His running back comes up beside him, takes a snap. He's going to hand it off for the first time to his running back. And Miami gets all over that one. Only about a yard, maybe no gain. Impact players for both of these teams. Anjuan Wilson the third, Montrell Johnson the running back for Florida, and then Francisco Maino for Miami, and then Ruben Bain Jr. Again, some transfers on this Miami team, either coming from great programs or from the FCS level. 3rd down and 5 for the Gators, the first 3rd down of this game. Mertz out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to toss it to Wilson on the right side. Wilson breaks a tackle, but he's got nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a loss, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Florida Gator offense. Not a good start there if you're a Florida fan. And Miami will force the Gators 3 and out. They went with like a little bit of a sweep pass, and Wilson had no blocks whatsoever. There was just a swarm of white jerseys all over him. So Florida will now punt this ball away. Jeremy Crawshaw will punt it away. Ray Joseph back deep to return for the Hurricanes. Florida's going to get the snap off just in time before the delay of game. Fair catch called at about the 16-yard line, and that's where Miami will take over. New quarterback for Miami, Cameron Ward, unranked recruit out of Columbia High School in Texas. Of course, started his career at Washington State. 6,966 passing yards in his career at Washington State. And now comes in to the University of Miami under Mario Cristobal. Really tough place to play here to start out his first start as a Miami Hurricane quarterback. Graham Mertz in this offense takes over from Miami at the 16-yard line. First down and 10, just 3 minutes in. Takes a snap, hands it off on the middle. Damian Martinez piles his way through several Florida defenders before he gets brought down for about a gain of 6, maybe 7. Martinez, the transfer from Oregon State, with his first carry, 6-yard carry for his first play. Tempo here by the Miami Hurricanes. Ward gets the snap, hands it off to Martinez, and Martinez looks like he has a first down. And you see the Hurricanes going quick tempo here. And impact players for both of these teams on the offense for Miami and also defense for Florida. TJ Searcy and Jordan Castile for Florida. Martinez, again, the running back, a guy that's going to be really fun to watch this year. Again, both of those guys, Ward and Martinez, both coming from the Pac-12 as transfers for the Hurricanes. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Ward, he's going to go underneath to his other wide receiver, and looks like Dressel made the. Looks like Dressel was the one that got the ball there. It looked like it was a sweep pass, maybe a jet sweep for the Miami Hurricanes. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. Miami Hurricanes, again, we expect a lot of points from this offense this year, as people have been saying. 2nd down and 8. Ward under pressure. He's going to take off with it, and Ward, he'll jog out of bounds, and that is a first down. And Cam Ward, again, is known for being a guy that can escape the pocket when pressure is coming to him, and that's what he did right there. And Cam Ward gets the first down pretty easily, and he just jogged his way out of bounds. A little bit of show-off there. That's how intense this rivalry is. 10:25 to go in the first quarter of play. No score. Miami with the ball at the 40-yard line. Ward out of the shotgun. Ward takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Martinez. Martinez goes up the middle, and Martinez pals his way close to the 45-yard line. He'll get up to about the 44, maybe the 43. Gain of 3 or 4 on that play. And Miami's going to try to probably run the football, it looks like, throughout this game to try to wear down this Florida defense. Again, it's really hot down there in Gainesville, so both of these teams might be exhausted on both sides of the football. Cam Ward out of the shotgun, ball at the 44, gain of 4 yards. Ward to throw, rolls to his left. Ward looking, still looking, fires it downfield, and what a catch! First down. It was a bad throw by Cam Ward, but a beautiful catch by the Miami receiver, and that'll be into Florida territory, first down. And we just got a score update, guys. Vanderbilt beats Virginia Tech in overtime, 34-27. Big upset there. It's not a top 25 Virginia Tech team. It's really an upset because they are an experienced team as well. So what a start for Vanderbilt and Clark Lee, 1-0. Back to action here. Ward gets the snap. Fakes it to his tailback. Ward going to go up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Cam Ward got plenty of space. Ward to the 20. Goes out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. And Ward shows off the speed. And a first down for the Miami Hurricanes. Boy, I tell you what. Ward is just taking his time and jogging out of bounds. And Ward has got really good eyes down this field. He knows that a receiver was not open there. And then also, he saw the pressure coming, and Cam Ward, Again, just showing off his speed and also his athleticism. First down and 10 for the Hurricanes. They are in a position to score. This is the 8th play of the current drive for the Hurricanes. 24-yard gain on that last play. Ward gets the snap, hands it off to the backup tailback. And about a yard on that play, maybe no gain, to be honest. And I tell you what, Miami has got off to a pretty good start here on the offense. We thought there was a little bit of nerves for this Miami offense going into their first game as, a new team here, because this team is loaded with transfers, but they are off to a good start. 8:06 to play in the first quarter. Miami inside the 19-yard line. Cam Ward out of the shotgun. Ward takes his time. Takes a snap. Ward looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Ward still looking. Plenty of time there in the backfield. Now rolls to his right. Ward still looking and now fires it right side and incomplete. Boy, a lot of time there for Cam Ward to throw, but no catch made and it's incomplete. But I tell you what, kind of a slow-paced offensive attack here by Cam Ward, taking his time. Nobody was open on that play. Good coverage downfield by the Gators. And 3rd down and 10 coming up. This is where really the crowd comes a factor here for Florida. It really kind of messes things up for Ward. Ward, though, gets the snap, looking to throw, looking to his left, fires it left, and it's incomplete. Went for a check down, but it's incomplete, and that brings up 4th down. There is a flag down. And let's see what the call is here on this flag. Oh, that's a roughing the passer. Roughing the passer against the Florida Gators. That is a costly penalty by the Gators. Late hit on Cam Ward, there's no question about it. You had a 3rd down and 10, you get a big stop there, and Miami gets half distance to the goal. 1st down and goal for the Hurricanes. My goodness. Costly penalty there by the Gators. Ward goes under center for the first time. Ward sends a guy motioning left, takes a snap, tosses it left to Martinez, and he'll get about maybe a yard on that play. He'll be brought down right around the 9-yard line. Again, if you didn't hear it, Vanderbilt just defeated Virginia Tech, so that's 2 wins for the SEC against ACC opponents today. So Vanderbilt wins in overtime against Virginia Tech, 34-27. That was the final score of that game. Again, a great start for the Vanderbilt Condors. Can they win some games this year in the SEC? Back to action here, 2nd down and goal at the 9. Ward out of the shotgun. Ward takes a snap, looks to his left, now looks to his right, now goes over the middle. Toss pass, complete, touchdown Miami. Cam McCormick with the catch, touchdown Hurricanes, and the Miami Hurricanes strike first blood here in this one. Cam McCormick, the tight end with the catch, who has been through a lot of injuries. We heard his story earlier. Of course, started his career at Oregon, and now they're thinking about going for 2 here. And Miami's thinking about going for 2. This is the 2nd straight week in a row that some team has thought about going for 2, but they will now go for the extra point. And it's up and good. So Cam McCormick, Cam Ward. First touchdown as a Miami Hurricane for Cam Ward, and also a Cormack, of course, played last year for Miami, transfer from Oregon. He gets the first touchdown of the game for the Hurricanes. We'll take a quick break here. Miami scores first. Your score, with 6:48 remaining in the first quarter, Miami 7, Florida 0. This is a play-by-play broadcast right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Your score, 7-0 Miami as they get the first touchdown of the game. McCormack, the tight end, from Cam Ward with a touchdown pass. Cam Ward with his first touchdown as a Miami Hurricanes quarterback. Hurricanes take a 7-0 lead with 6:48 remaining in the first quarter of play. Again, this is our first game of two. We do have another game coming up for you later on tonight, Texas A&M and Notre Dame. That'll follow right after this one. Touchback by the Hurricanes, and Florida takes over at the 25-yard line. Other score updates. Penn State and West Virginia is still delayed. That game is still delayed at 20-6. Tennessee with a 69-3 lead over Chattanooga. Oklahoma State with a 24-6 lead over South Dakota State. Texas is underway. They are winning 7-0 with 3:59 to go in the first quarter. And again, that's some score updates for you. Again, the Georgia Bulldogs were victorious against Clemson 34-3. Back to action here. Mertz out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws a little short pass to the right, and it's completed. Big collision out of bounds. And that'll be a good enough for a Florida first down right around the 36-yard line. So first play for Florida, they picked up a first down and then, of course, went 3 and out as Florida trying to answer back here, down 7-0 here in the first quarter of play. Great start for the Hurricanes and that Cam Ward offense. Mertz to throw. Robs it right side. Got a man. First down. Elijah Badger. And it looks like the transfer from Mississippi State made the catch. Yes, sir. And Florida moves the chains for 2 first downs in a row. Gets both feet down. It just has to be 1 foot. And you can see Florida now is going quick tempo here to try to wear down Miami's defense. 6 minutes to play in the first. 7-0 Hurricanes. Mertz out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Mertz fakes the handoff. Mertz taking a deep shot downfield. To the end zone. Incomplete. And it's no flag. And I'll bring up second down. The first deep shot of the game for either quarterback today. It was a little bit of a bad throw by Graham Mertz. I think it was a little bit over the head. Maybe a catchable ball, but both of those guys were coming after it. Let's see what they do here on second down and 10. Mertz out of the shotgun. Sends one of his guys in motion here to the left side. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle to Johnson. And Johnson doesn't really get a big gain. He only gets about maybe 3 on that play. Thank you, guys, if you're just joining us here on the stream. Again, the first of 2 games. We have a doubleheader coming up, or actually the first of a doubleheader for you. We got this game, and then coming up tonight, it's the game of the weekend. It's Notre Dame and Texas A&M. College Game Day, of course, was down there earlier. And Lee Corso picked Notre Dame to win. Everybody else picked Texas A&M. Back to action here. Mertz out of the shotgun. Again, sends one of his guys in motion. Mertz takes a snap, looks to throw, throws a short pass to the right to Johnson, and Johnson's not going to get there for the first down. It looks like he's going to be right there, right around the line of scrimmage, maybe about 1 yard on the carry, but this Miami defense are coming right after this Florida offense. And now a little bit of a decision here to make for Florida. It's now 4th down and 6, but it looks like they're going to punt this one away. So 3 and out for the Gators for the second time in a row. Second punt here for the Florida Gators. Waiting for the snap. Takes it. Here's the punt, and the ball goes all the way to the 2-yard line. I'll mark it right around the 3, maybe the 4-yard line. Beautiful punt. And great catch by the offensive defender. We'll take a quick break here. Miami's offense back on the field when we return. Your score, Miami 7, Florida 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Back here in this one, Miami leads Florida 7-0. Of course, a lot of history of this rivalry. Miami, of course, five-time national champions, Florida 3. And, of course, some Heisman winners have been crowned. Again, Miami came into this game for the first time in about 5 years. They lead the all-time series 29-27, but Florida won the last game 5 years ago. In week number 0 of that game, it was a neutral site game. Miami Hurricanes scored on their first drive of the game. Now they start from their own 3-yard line. Ward lined up in the Florida end zone, takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, and gets to about maybe a 2-yard gain, maybe to the 5-yard line. It's the backup running back. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. We are close to 2,000 subscribers on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and do that. 2nd down and 8. Ward out of the shotgun. 2 guys in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Takes it to his tailback. Now fires it left side. Catch made, and it's enough for a first down. And it'll be like probably down right around close to that 10-yard line. And Cam Ward being really consistent here so far. Again, hasn't really made a lot of bad throws up to date, and late and everything. So great start for him. Miami gets the first down there after that completion as they line up at the 14-yard line. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, quick throw to the right side, slings it to the right side. Catch made, and about a yard on that reception. Good defense there by Florida. About a yard on that reception there. James, number 24, makes the tackle for Florida. So 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Miami offense. .242 to go in this first quarter of play. Hurricanes lead 7-0. Ward out of the shotgun. 1 guy with him in the backfield. Takes a snap. Ward looking, in trouble. Rolls to his left. Ward still looking. Takes a hit. Fires on the run. Intercepted by Florida. The Gators get the turnover. James, number 6, with the interception for Florida. And that's a big turnover by the Gators. That'll get them hyped up and also get the momentum. Just a bad throw by Cam Ward. It was too high for his intended receiver. It bounced off the hands. It bounced off the one hand of the Miami receiver, and it dropped into the hands of number 6, James, for Florida. And we will take a quick break here. Florida will have the football with a chance to score here. Again, your score, Miami 7, Florida 0. You're listening live here to a play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Your score, Miami 7, Florida 0, and interception thrown by the Miami Hurricanes. Cam Ward rode to his left, threw it to his receiver. It was off one hand of the receiver, and Florida gets the interception and the turnover. So the first turnover of this ball game, which is really normal here for the first kind of weeks here of college football. Back to action here. Mertz, first play for this Florida team after that interception. They go out to the left. Catch made by Wilson, number 3, and down to about the 30-yard line. Miami scored on their first possession and also their first drive of the game, I should say, to go up 7-0. We got 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. 2nd down and 7 for the Gators after that 3-yard reception. Mertz out of the shotgun. Wilson comes back to the left. Wilson now goes to the right. Wilson to throw. Fakes it to Wilson. Mertz looking. Now rolls to his left. He's going to take off running, and he's got the first down. Takes a huge push out of bounds, and a little smack talking there between Mertz and the defender. And Mertz taunts the the Miami sideline, and he says that is a first down. It's that pointy finger. Boy, Mertz took that hit like a champ because normally quarterbacks don't really get up from that kind of hit. But Mertz takes it. 1st down and 10 at about the 23-yard line. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Johnson Jr. Johnson tries to spin, and no gain on that play. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Miami really stopping the run of this Florida team so far. Down to the final minute here of this first quarter of play. Florida trying to score here for the first time to make this kind of like an even ball game. Mertz out of the shotgun. Ball still at the 23. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Mertz takes a snap. Mertz fakes it to the left. Now Mertz rolls to his right. Now fires to the end zone. Incomplete. It was 2 behind of the intended receiver, and it's a incomplete pass. 3rd down coming up with 29 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Some other score updates for you. Ohio State up 7-3 over Akron. First touchdown of the Chip Kelly offensive for Ohio State. Oklahoma State leads South Dakota State 31-13. So Oklahoma State kind of having a better showing against Dakota teams. Of course, Colorado had a really tough outing against North Dakota State in that first game. Back to action. 3rd down and 10. Mertz gets the snap. Looking to his left. Still looking. Now fires again left side. Incomplete. Looked like he was going to try to go to the end zone, but it came up just short of that end zone, but it's incomplete. So 4th down, Miami's defense holds. Does Florida go for the field goal? And I believe they do. Again, this Hurricane defense is a lot more explosive, it looks like, than it was last year. 41-yard attempt here for the Gators. 23 seconds to go in the first. Florida trying to get on the board here with a field goal. Takes a snap. There's the kick, and it's on the way. And it is good. Right down the middle, and the Florida Gators get on the board. Had a chance to get a touchdown right after that turnover, but instead they'll take the field goal. 7-3. Well, don't forget, coming up, we do have, of course, a doubleheader for you. This is the first of our doubleheader. We got Notre Dame and Texas A&M coming up tonight, so stay tuned here on the channel for that game coming up. It's going to be a big one. Of course, a lot of storylines. Ryan Leonard makes his debut as the Notre Dame quarterback. And then we also got Mike Elko making his debut as the Texas A&M head coach. Of course, Mike Elko going up against Ryan Leonard, his former quarterback at Duke. So, again, that's a little bit of a storyline there. And Texas A&M still has Some really good players on their roster. And speaking of Texas A&M, our prayers do go out to former Texas A&M quarterback and current North Carolina quarterback Max Johnson. Of course, on Thursday night, had an injury. He is out for the rest of the year, so our prayers are with his family, and make sure to pray for him as well. 7-3, Florida will kick off here with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. And this ball will be caught at the end zone, but it will be a touchback and knelt down. So Miami will take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see what Cam Ward can do here after that interception. Again, that's a really costly mistake there by this Miami Hurricane team. It really just wasn't Ward's fault. I mean, obviously the pass was a little bit too high, but Ward threw off his back foot as well and threw a sling pass, and it was thrown right to the Florida defender. But Miami's still lucky enough to still have the lead here in the first quarter. Miami takes over at their own 25-yard line, first down and 10. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Singleton. Round rolls to the right. Singleton gets a good run, gets about to the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that might be the final play here of this first quarter. Well, first drive, Miami, of course, getting the touchdown. Miami throws a turnover. Florida gets the field goal. It's an even ball game. That's the end of the first quarter of play. We'll have the second quarter coming up for you in just a little bit. Your score is Miami 7, Florida 3. You're listening live here to a play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. First quarter of play is complete. Your score, Miami 7, Florida 3. Of course, that first quarter, the first drive of the game for Miami, scored on a touchdown pass from Cam Ward to his tight end. For the Florida Gators, they got a field goal, and also Cam Ward threw his first interception. We're back to action here. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Going to hand it off on second down here to Martinez. Martinez, look out, to the 45, all the way down to the 49-yard line as he shows off the speed and also the strength. And again, Martinez and Ward, two transfers coming over at the Pac-12 level. Now they play against an SEC team, and now they're playing in the ACC this year. Beautiful run there by Martinez. Makes it first down at about the 49-yard line, still in their own territory. Ward out of the shotgun. Takes his time. 8 on the delay clock. Ward takes a snap. Going to fake it to Martinez. Fires a short pass, and it's complete to the left. Enough for a first down. Break and tackle. And another first down here for the Hurricanes. Boy, this Miami team is so fast. And again, they have transfers that played at the Power 4 level. And they are just showing their skills here on this new team. Just got an update while ago. The Penn State and West Virginia game is back in action after that long weather delay. So that's the good news there. Penn State led 20-6 at the half. So that game is back to action. Cam Ward on first down and 10 here. Takes a snap at the 39-yard line. Ward to throw. Fires it left. Got a man. Caught. And it's a first down. Boy, I tell you what, the Hurricanes, 2 straight passes, 2 straight passes, 2 straight first downs. The first one was a run by Martinez. 3 first downs in a row for the Hurricanes. And now they're on the move here to score again. This Miami team trying to wear down this Florida defense. Again, because of the hot weather, that Florida defense might be worn out. Miami inside the 22. Ward takes a snap, fakes this to his tailback. Ward goes to his right. Still looking. Fires on the run. Got a man to the 15, and it's another first down. It'll be down at about the 11-yard line. So I tell you what, Ward escaping from the pocket and throwing on the run. I tell you what, Cam Ward has got so much speed as a quarterback. That's the reason why I think he's one of the top quarterbacks in the country this year. 7-3, Miami on the move again as they go hurry-up tempo here to go to the line. 6th play of the drive here for the Hurricanes. 12:14 to go, just underway in the second quarter. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes it to his tailback, and he goes to the right side. Catch is made, and it'll be about to the 7-yard line, so maybe about a gain of 3 on that reception. Elijah Lofton with the catch, number 9. Again, a lot of transfers and a lot of good recruits that came in here from the recruiting class, getting some playing time here for this Miami team in a big stage like this at the Swamp. But this Miami team does not look fazed by this historic Florida crowd. It is not really easy to play on the road. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Martinez up the middle. Martinez trying to get some room here and be down about the 5-yard line, and they said the ball came out, but the officials rolled it down, and they stopped play right before the Florida defender grabbed it out of Martinez's hands. Let's take a look at what happened here. That ball was stripped out, but I think the referees blew their whistle right before the play was dead. So 7-3 still remains the score. 10:38 to go in this second quarter. Ward to throw, left side, high pass is complete taken down on third down. I didn't realize that was third down yet, but it was. And now it's fourth down coming up here for the Hurricanes. Martinez with the catch. And a great defensive stop there by the Gators. And it looks like the Hurricanes will now kick the field goal to try to go up by 7 points. 23-yard attempt for Andres Bergales. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Miami Hurricanes, no touchdown on that drive, but they will take the field goal. Your score is now 10-3. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back here in just a moment. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of College Football 2024. Here in the second quarter of play, Miami leads Florida 10-3 by 7 points. The Hurricanes have been really good offensively. For the Florida Gators, though, they had a field goal at the end of that first quarter of play, but the offense has not been able to get things going yet against this really good, talented Miami defense. Miami will kick off here. We got 9:53 to go in this first half. Again, our first game of our two doubleheaders. We do got, of course, Texas A&M and Notre Dame coming up right after this one, right here live on the channel. Other matchups, again, Penn State and West Virginia is back to playing after that long weather delay. Ohio State leads 7-3 over Akron with 12:59 to go in the first half. Oklahoma State leads South Dakota State with 2:26 to go in the third, 38-13 over South Dakota State. Tennessee, big win for them, 69-3 over Chattanooga. And then Iowa, 40-0 win over Illinois State. That defense, of course, going to be once again dominant by the Hawkeyes. We'll talk about other upcoming matchups at the half. Back to action here. Graham Mertz out of the shotgun, and timeout on the field by Florida as the delay clock was running down. And we will take a quick break here as our score, 9:53 to go in the first half of play. Miami 10, Florida 3. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Timeout on the field by the Florida Gators, as your score here in the first half of play is Miami 10, Florida 3. We're in the second quarter of play. And don't forget, coming up at the half, we will have halftime stats of this game. We'll take a look at player stats as well. We also are going to take a look at some upcoming games coming up for you tonight. And then, of course, some final scores from other games that we had from earlier. So, again, plenty of stuff coming up here at halftime. College football is back for 2024. Of course, it's a new era, new conferences, and then, of course, new rules in college football as well. Back to action here. Graham Mertz out of the shotgun as Florida starts at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Mertz takes a snap, going to hand it off to Johnson. Big run here for Johnson. Biggest run of the day so far for this Florida offense, and it's enough for a first down. So great run by Johnson Jr. That'll give them some momentum here on this drive to try to tie this game up. Good hold there by the Florida offensive line. And that allowed them to get the first down at about the 38. Mertz out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Mertz to throw. Drops to throw. Now fires it left side, and that one's too high. And flag is down, and it looks like it's going to be a pass interference on the Miami defense. And looks like it's going to be on Porter Jr., number 2 for the Hurricanes. So that penalty results in a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Gators on that lobbing pass by Mertz. And a lot of grabbing of the jersey there by the defender for Miami. First penalty of the afternoon for the Hurricanes. So with that, first down and 10 for the Florida offense at the 47-yard line. Toss to the left side of Johnson Jr. Johnson, big hit out of bounds. Boy, I tell you what, Johnson Jr. took a huge hit, and now there's some little face-to-face action here between both of those teams. Of course, when it comes to an out-of-bounds play, you're going to see a lot of tension rise and also intensity rise here as well. Johnson Jr. with a nice run, though. Second down and 5 after the 5-yard pickup by Johnson Jr. Mertz takes a snap, fakes it to Johnson. Mertz looking to go deep. Mertz fires it all the way to the end zone, incomplete. That one too high for his intended receiver. And now it's third down coming up for the Gators. Well, I'll tell you what, Graham Mertz has missed a few throws in this first half, but again, we'll have his player stats coming up for you at the half and stuff at the break. Mertz out of the shotgun, though, here on third down and about 5. Webb comes in at running back. Now Wilson goes to the right. Mertz gets the snap. They're going to hand it off here on third and 5, and there's nowhere to go. Only about maybe a yard on that carry, maybe just none. That is a really kind of a tough decision there to just run it on third down. And Florida might go for it here in this situation. They're lined up inside about the 43-yard line, it looks like. And they are going to go for it. So fourth down and about 5 for the Gator offense. And now timeout called. Timeout called by Miami. 8:05 to go here in the first half of play. And they're going to give us an athlete trivia question, so I'm going to try to guess this. Miami become quarterback to the 80s. I really don't know this question, to be honest. How many quarterbacks, how many of them been drafted in the top 3 in schools? I really don't know. But let's get back to talking about this game. Again, a timeout called by the Hurricanes. They lead 10-3. Back in the first quarter, they had an offensive touchdown on the pass from Ward to his tight end to put them up 7-0. Florida comes down the field and gets the field goal after a turnover by Miami. And then Miami with a field goal puts them up 10-3. But Florida now trying to get this fourth down conversion. It's fourth down and 5. Miami's stacking up that box. Mertz out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Mertz to throw. Mertz in trouble. Gets away from pressure. Now fires on the run, incomplete. It should have been intercepted, but there is a flag. Flag down. And it's a holding against Florida, so it doesn't matter. So that's going to be first down. Turnover on downs by the Gators. Boy, really tough start here for the first half of play for this Florida offense against this Miami defense. So a holding called against the Florida Gators. Ball was almost intercepted by the Hurricane defender. But a big stop there on fourth down by the Miami defense. So Miami takes over. Not bad field position, but they're inside their own territory. 8:04 to go in this first half of play. 10-3 Miami, as they will start from the 42-yard line at their own territory. Ward out of the shotgun. Ward takes the snap. Ward looking to his left. Now fires on a left side pass, incomplete. In and out of the hands. A strong throwing arm there by Ward, but could not connect. And now there's a flag down. And let's see what this call is. Referee's having a little discussion here. Oh, another personal foul and another roughing the passer against this Florida defense. Looks like Florida may have brought a blitz there on the safety. Well, I tell you what, that is a late hit once again on Ward. That's the second roughing the passer penalty against Florida in this game. So a lot of mistakes here by Florida in the first half. Not just penalties, but the offense is just not getting it going. So with that, it's an automatic first down after that personal foul. Ward gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to the backup tailback. That'll get them in field goal range. And about a 4-yard game, maybe 3. Score update for you. Penn State now leads West Virginia in the third quarter, 27-6. Again, that game was in a weather delay for almost about 2 hours. So, not a way to start out the season with just a weather delay because we want to see a lot of college football games being played. Second down and 7, 3-yard pickup on that last play. Cam Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Ward, now looking deep, goes over the middle, catch made! And a good hand catch by the receiver for Miami, and it's a first down coming up for the Hurricanes. Beautiful throw by Ward, and it looks like it will be first and goal. Yes, it will. At about the 9-yard line, and Miami going quick tempo here. Again, a beautiful throw by Ward. They hustle to the line on first and goal at the 10. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Delayed handoff. Ward to the end zone, incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver. It was a little bit low, but that would have been 6 points right there for the Hurricanes, so that will slow down the tempo. Boy, Miami looking to go up by 2 touchdowns here in the first half against this Florida team. Cam Ward is 11 of 14 for 107 yards. 1 touchdown pass in the first. Now Ward goes under center. Probably only the second time that he's gone under center in this game. Ward going to hand it off to his backup tailback. Left side. Got plenty of space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Felcher Jr., 10-yard rushing touchdown for the Hurricanes. And with that touchdown, that puts the Hurricanes up now 16-3 with 6:41 to play in the first half. Beautiful blocking by the Miami offensive line. As we see the replay here, a little bit of a fake at first, and then all was history. Extra point now try coming, and the extra point is up and good. So with that extra point, and Miami with that touchdown, the Miami Hurricanes now lead 17-3 by 2 scores here in the first half of play. We'll take a quick break here. Again, your score, Miami 17, Florida 3. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Second quarter of play, the Hurricanes now with a 2-touchdown lead over the Florida Gators, 17-3, as the 10-yard rushing touchdown puts the Miami Hurricanes up now 17-3 in this ball game with 6:41 to play in the first half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have halftime stats of this one, take a look at final scores from other college football games, and take a look at scores that are going on right now. Miami kicks off, and back in the end zone for the touchback. Haven't seen a kick return by either team today. Cam Ward off to a terrific start, again with that one interception, but he's 11 of 14 for 107 yards. Again, playing really well, showing off his ability to get out of the pocket and avoid those sacks and everything. I don't think any quarterback has been sacked today, but, we've seen some mistakes a little bit by both of these teams. Miami just made that one mistake with an interception, and then, of course, you take a look at Florida. 2 roughing the passer penalties have cost them in this game. Florida's offense back out on the field. They start from their own 25-yard line. Mertz out of the shotgun. Mertz waiting for the snap, and now whistles. Timeout. Timeout taken by the Hurricanes. Second charge timeout. Mario Cristobal taking that timeout for the Hurricanes. His third year as the head coach. Again, a really tough last couple years, up and down. Missed out on a bowl game in 2022. And then last year, 7-6. And, of course, inconsistency was the thing for Miami last season, but so far it's looking really consistent, except for just that one turnover. But, of course, that doesn't matter. They're up 17-3 in this ball game. Their defense has played phenomenally well. Mertz back to action here out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Mertz, boy, hit, batted down, and that one's going to be incomplete. Well, I tell you what, pressure came right in Mertz's face, and ball was batted down at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be incomplete. So, well, I tell you what, Mertz really tried to throw that over the defender, but there was no way. That was just right to him. So now Miami trying to bring the pressure here on quarterback Graham Mertz. Mertz, though, on 2nd down and 10. Let's see if he can redeem himself here. Mertz takes a snap, rolls to his right, now fires a short swing pass, and it's complete. Close to that first down, completion to Wilson. Wilson's been the big receiver here for this Florida team in the first half. This is our first game, again, of our doubleheader. We do have Notre Dame and Texas A&M coming up right here live on the channel, coming up for you tonight. So, again, we'll have a live play-by-play broadcast of that game for you. Florida on third downs, they are 0 for 4. 3rd down and 3. Mertz out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Mertz looks to his left. Incomplete. And it looks like the ball actually did not get to his receiver right there, but also there was 2 defenders of Miami close to probably picking that off. So that's another missed 3rd down conversion attempt there by the Gators. And again, they trail here 17-3. Still plenty of time left in this first half, maybe for Miami to get up 3 touchdowns. Another 3 and out here for the Gators. They'll punt. And this is a sky-high punt. Fair catch. Called around the 25, maybe the 26. Well, don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we do have another broadcast for you beside our 2 games coming up for you today. And then, of course, tonight, we will have the live play-by-play broadcast of A Las Vegas kickoff. USC takes on LSU, two different quarterbacks after Heisman quarterbacks from last year to the year before. There will be explosive offenses going up against kind of weak defenses from last year, but we'll see what the better defense is coming up tomorrow night. Again, that game will be at 7:30 Eastern Time. Our pregame will be at 7:15, so make sure to tune into that. 17-3 Miami lead with 5:47 to go in the first half. Now the shotgun Cam Ward is. Ward takes the snap, looks to his right, now fires on the right side, and catch is made at around the 30-yard line. Gain of about 5, maybe 6. They'll mark it at the 31, so a gain of 6 on that catch and that throw. Now they're going to give him a gain of 5, so score update, Oklahoma State leads South Dakota State 41-20, so the Cowboys not really having any trouble whatsoever for the Jackrabbits. 2nd down and 5, 5-yard pickup on that last play. Ward gets the snap, is going to hand it off to the left side, and spin move, and out to about the 34-yard line. And it'll be close to that first down, but it will be 3rd down coming up here for the Hurricanes. Make it 3rd down and 2. Miami probably going to try to waste the clock down here to make sure that Florida doesn't get a lot of time, even if they pick up this first down, to not get on the field again. Third down and 2. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw on 3rd down. Now Ward throws it out left, pass is complete, and stretches the ball out, but he will be just short, it looks like. Miami player that made the catch, he stretched the ball out, but it will not be enough for a first down. So what does Miami do here? Do they go for it and deep in their own territory? It is 4th down and 1. Miami's going to punt this ball away. So the defense of Florida comes up with a big-time stop. And a delay of game. Nope, timeout called. Miami will take their last timeout here of the first half, with 3:40 to go in this second quarter of play. Again, the Hurricanes lead 17-3 over the Florida Gators in this rivalry Week 1 matchup. Again, Florida, has made a couple of mistakes in this game with penalties. Florida with 2 penalties, with roughing the passer. That has cost them 2 touchdowns in this game. Miami with just 1 penalty for 15 yards, and then Florida with 2 for 25. Again, your halftime stats will be coming up for you at the half. Joyce with the punt there for the Hurricanes. Taken from the 10-yard line. Good run here on the return. And tripped up. Not a bad return there by the Florida special teams. So Florida now, with 3:32 remaining, can they score here to try to make this a 7-point ball game? Other matchup coming up for you on Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend, of course. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. Coming up on Monday, we got the Florida State Seminoles trying to rebound after that loss to Georgia Tech. That was our first broadcast last weekend. They will be taking on Boston College. That game coming up next Monday at 7:30 Eastern Time. Florida with the football with 3:32 remaining at their own 29-yard line. Gray Mertz out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Mertz takes a snap, Going to hand it off to Johnson, left side. Johnson, plenty of open space. Johnson to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Can he catch him? No, they can't. Johnson's going to go in. Touchdown, Gators. Johnson Jr. all the way for the 71-yard rushing touchdown. And that is how you respond if you're a Florida Gator. "71-yard rushing touchdown for Montrell Johnson Jr. He had plenty of open space on the left side. He had one man to beat, and he gets past him. And Miami cannot catch him. And now it's a ball game, folks. That was the biggest play that Florida needed, and also their biggest run gain of the game as well. Extra point, up and good. And so with that extra point and that 71-yard touchdown, it is now a ball game, folks. It is now 17-10. Miami still in front, but Florida gets the response back. A 71-yard rushing touchdown by Montrell Johnson Jr. Beautiful blocking there by the offensive line. And then also the tight end does their jobs as well. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now a ball game here. Miami was controlling much of this first half until that changes now everything. Again, Montrell Johnson had one man to beat, but he beat him out. It was one-on-one. And it's now 17-10. That is the 28th career rushing touchdown for Montrell Johnson, most among active SEC players. .321 to go in this first half of play. Miami is in the lead by 7, but now Florida's just made this one a ball game. And if you're Miami, you probably do want to hold it out here. But even though you don't got any timeouts left, and a touchback on the kickoff. Miami takes over at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Boy, Florida really struggled offensively here in the first half for quite a while, but after that 71-yard rushing touchdown, that gets them back in this ball game. Now trailing just by a touchdown, 17-10, against the 19th ranked team in the country, the Hurricanes of Miami. And Florida fans now on their feet. They're back in this game. Miami takes over at the 25-yard line. First down. Ward out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to hand it off to Martinez. Martinez tripped up at about the 30 to the 31-yard line. Good run there by Martinez. So Miami trying to maybe waste the clock down here in this one in order to not get Florida's offense off on the field after what just transpired there. 6-yard carry by Martinez. Remember, the clock will stop at the 2-minute mark because of the 2-minute warning. Ward takes a snap, handed off to Martinez. Martinez gets to about the 35-yard line. It'll be just short of that first down. It'll be third down coming up at about 1. And this Florida fan base, you know how it is on third downs. They get on their feet and doing that Gator chop. And again, the 2-minute warning is closing in. 2:11 to go. So Miami's going to just let that clock run out to the 2-minute warning. So that is the 2-minute warning. We will take a quick break here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Your score, Miami Hurricanes 17, Florida Gators 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024. We're still in the second quarter of play. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Miami leads Florida 17-10. We got halftime coming up here in just a few moments. Again, we have halftime stats coming up for you at the half. And then also take a look at final scores from other games and, of course, upcoming games for you tonight as well. Back to action. Ward gets the snap. Going to hand it off to Martinez on 3rd down and 1. And it looks like it's enough to move the chains. So Martinez gets the first down. Martinez, again, the transfer from Oregon State, making his debut as a Miami Hurricane. And, of course, Cam Ward, again, had a turnover earlier in the game, but let's see how much he does improve here as the first half comes almost close to a close. Ward gets a snap, looking to throw. Ward's got plenty of time. Sling pass complete to the 40-yard line and out to about the 45-yard line. It'll be close to that first down marker. And about 1 minute and 27 seconds to go here in the first half. Can Miami get a score here before the end of the first half with no timeouts remaining? They can get out of bounds, of course, to stop the clock momentarily a few times. 2nd down and 2. 8-yard pickup on that last throw and last reception by the Miami receiver. Ward comes up to the center, but now goes back out to the shotgun. Ward takes a snap, hands it off to Martinez. Martinez powers his way for the first down. So Martinez gets the first down automatically there for the Hurricanes. That'll stop the clock for a little while. But 1:20 left to go. Miami inside the 47-yard line in their own territory. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Ward looking, goes deep downfield. Got a man, first down. Beautiful throw by Cam Ward. He threw it behind him, actually, but he gets the first down anyway. So Miami now in position here to probably get a score here with no timeouts remaining. 1 minute remaining now in the first half of play. Ward takes the snap, quick snap. Ward goes to the end zone here, left side, incomplete. And that'll bring up second down coming up. So an incompletion there now with 50 seconds to go. Again, a little bit of a deep shot there by the Hurricanes to see if they could try to catch the Gator offense off guard, but that of course didn't work. 8th play of the current drive here for the Hurricanes. Our defense just gave up their first touchdown of the game on that last drive for Florida. Cam Ward out of the shotgun here. Ball at the 24-yard line. Ward takes a snap, looking to throw. Ward, left side, got a man, touchdown, Miami! And the Hurricanes strike back, 24-yard touchdown pass by Ward to Xavier Restapor. And the Hurricanes go back up by double digits. How explosive is this Miami offense? They now are looking to go up by not just 2 touchdowns, but also back up by 14 points with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Extra point, up and good. So with that extra point and that touchdown, the Miami Hurricanes now go back up by 14 points. It is now 24-10. 24-yard touchdown pass by Cam Ward. Cam Ward with his second touchdown pass as a Miami Hurricane quarterback. What a first half he has played. And after that interception, he has really redeemed himself. Boy, again, this offense for Miami looks very explosive. That really could have been almost like a busted play for Miami, but instead it goes to his receiver. 24-yard touchdown, and Miami with the score, 24-10 now. Here in the second quarter of play. This has been a long first half between both of these teams. Score update entering the fourth quarter. Penn State with a lead over West Virginia. 27-6, still the same score, but they're heading into the fourth quarter of play. And the ball goes into the end zone for the touchback. So 45 seconds to go in this first half of play. Florida with 2 timeouts remaining. If they can get a score here before the end of the half, it would definitely help them out. Miami does get the ball to start the second half, as we heard. Again, Florida had the ball to start this game, so again, Miami with a 24-10 lead. It'll be first down coming up at the 25. First down here for the Gators. Mertz out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Mertz drops to throw. Mertz in trouble. Down he goes. All the way back at the 21-yard line. Magoa, number one of the impact players for Miami, gets the sack. That's the first one of the afternoon by either team. And that was a blitz by the Hurricane defense. And now the final seconds are ticking away here. It looks like Florida's just going to let this clock run out. And after that sack, there's just no way they can get a score here. So the clock will wind down in the first half of play. An offensive performance by the Hurricanes has led them to a 2-touchdown lead. Again, the Hurricanes will get the ball to start the second half. Coming up at halftime, we do have, of course, halftime stats for you. And then, of course, we'll look at other games, final scores, and also upcoming games for you coming up later on tonight as well. That's coming up for you at the half. Your score, Miami 24, Florida Gators 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of College Football 2024. Halftime here, Miami leads Florida at the half, 24-10, in our first game of our doubleheader. Of course, we do have one more game coming up for you in our doubleheader. We got Notre Dame and Texas A&M coming up later on tonight. Again, we'll have coverage of that game right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. But again, it's 24-10 at the half. The Hurricanes with a really good offensive performance, looking to keep that momentum alive. Of course, Florida, really changed things up. They made it a really good ball game now after that 71-yard touchdown by Johnson Jr. But Miami with a touchdown before the end of the first half puts them up by 2 touchdowns. First half stats, let's take a look at your halftime stats here, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Halftime stats. Take a look at Miami first. They had 16 first downs in that first half. Third downs on the efficiency. They were just 1 for 3. Of course, they picked up a lot of first downs in order to not have a lot of third down attempts. Total yards, Miami with 283 total yards in that first half, 173 passing yards. Again, Cam Ward was 16 of 20 of passing, again for 173 yards, and had two passing touchdowns. Rushing yards, Miami with 110. They have rushed the ball 18 times. Penalties, they just had one penalty in that first half. They had one penalty with 15 yards cost them, but not really a lot of penalties in that first half by either team. Turnovers, Miami had one turnover in that first half. Of course, it was an interception by the Florida defense, but again, not really a big thing to be worrying about if you're a Miami fan. Again, if you have a 24-10 lead for the Hurricanes. Let's now take a look at the Florida Gators stats. They had 7 first downs in that first half. They were 0 for 5, though, on third downs. Got to clean up those third downs, and everything, and convert those third downs. Again, the Miami defense has been really stopping and putting on, a clump here, or, putting on a pump here on this Florida offense. And then they had 145 total yards of offense. Not really good offensive total yards here for the Florida offense. And then they had 49 passing yards. Graham Mertz was 7 of 14 for 49 yards in that first half. He's going to have to really get things going in the passing game here for Florida. 96 rushing yards for the Gators. They are not really that far behind in the rushing for Miami, but they had 2 costly penalties that led to 2 touchdowns. They had 2 penalties for 25 yards in that first half of play. And no turnovers for the Gators, but they are trailing 24-10. That is a look at your halftime stats of this Miami versus Florida game. Again, the Hurricanes lead this one 24-10. We'll take another break here, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some final scores from other games, and then, of course, we'll also take a look at some scores that are going on right now, and then, of course, we'll take a look at some of the games that are coming up for you tonight. Again, it's halftime between Miami and Florida. Your score at the half is Miami 24, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Again, we're at halftime here of our first game of our doubleheader. Again, we got Texas A&M and Notre Dame coming up for you after this one. Your score at halftime between Miami and Florida is 24-10. The Hurricanes lead this one. It's been a dominating offensive performance by the Hurricanes. It's not just their offense, though. Their defense has played pretty well. They have just given up a field goal and a one touchdown, but other than that, we have seen a really good Miami team so far. For the Florida Gators, again, some penalties have made, them to give up two touchdowns, one in the first quarter and then, of course, one in the second quarter as well. And then they gave up another touchdown before the end of the first half of play. But again, your score is 24-10. Looking at other college football games going on right now, we had Penn State and West Virginia in a weather delay. That game started at noon. It's been going on for a very long time ever since that time. And Penn State does lead West Virginia 34-12 with 9 minutes remaining to go in the fourth quarter. So it looks like it's going to be a win there for the Penn State Nittany Lions on the road at Morgantown. A lot of people were predicting that West Virginia would probably pull off the upset, but I really didn't see it happening. West Virginia is going to be a pretty good team this year, but they're definitely not on the level of that Penn State team. Other scores, Cincinnati leads with 11:42 to go in the fourth quarter against Townsend 38-20. Washington State leads Portland State 49-17. Ohio State's up at the half against Akron, only 17-3. That's really kind of, unreal there. Of course, Chip Kelly taken over as the offensive coordinator. And looking at other scores, Texas leads in the third quarter of play against Colorado State 31-0. Dominating offensive performance by the Longhorns in that game. Indiana leads FIU 21-7. Nebraska leads UTEP 30-7. And then we also got other matchups down here. Iowa State leads North Dakota 14-3. Syracuse leads Ohio at the half 17-9. We also got Northwestern tied with Miami of Ohio University Redhawks just 3-3 in the third quarter of play. And then we got, of course, other matchups. South Carolina leads Old Dominion 10-7. That game is delayed right now. So we've had two games that have been in delays, which is not really fun, of course, for college football. California leads UC Davis 7-0 with 3:56 to go in the first quarter of play. Other matchups, here are your final scores from your games that we've seen today. Georgia beats Clemson 34-3. Big start here for the number one team in the country. The Georgia Bulldogs pulled away in the fourth quarter to get the win. And then Iowa puts up a really good offensive performance in their first game, 40-0 against Illinois State. And then how about Vanderbilt upsetting Virginia Tech in overtime 34-27. Vanderbilt starts 1-0 here on the college football season. Maryland beats UConn 50-7. Louisville defeated Austin Peay in a shutout 62-0. Great offensive performance from the Cardinals. Purdue shuts out Indiana State 49-0. Pittsburgh with a win 55-24. And then we had Navy, of course, beat Bucknell 49-21. Tennessee 69-3 over Chattanooga. Oklahoma State beats South Dakota State 44-20. So that's a look at some final scores from your games from earlier. Coming up, don't forget, we still got games coming up for you tonight. We got Alabama with Kalen DeBoer as their new head coach. They will be taking on Western Kentucky at 7 o'clock. Ole Miss matches up against Furman at about 7 o'clock. Kansas State as well. UT Martin against at 7 o'clock. And we got just a lot of great matchups coming up for you tonight as well, especially this one, Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Again, that'll be our second game of their live broadcast, so make sure to keep up, with the live stream and everything. We'll be switching it over to that live stream right after this one. But, again, it's still halftime here. Again, your score is Miami 24, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Getting ready to start the second half of play as the Miami Hurricanes lead 24-10 by a couple of touchdowns. They do get the ball here to start the second half of play. Miami Hurricanes with a pretty good offensive performance in that first half. The Florida Gators, though, again, you look at their offense, it really hasn't been just about the offense. I mean, it's really been about the defense for Miami that's been able to stop them. So what can Florida do here to start the second half as Miami gets the ball to start the second half? Here we go. Third quarter underway, and the second half is underway. Again, don't forget, we have a doubleheader for you. Again, this is our first game of our doubleheader. We do have, of course, Texas A&M and Notre Dame. So once this game is completed, we will switch over. And if we don't have time to go over those stats for this game, the final stats and everything, we will switch over to the Notre Dame and Texas A&M game and give you those stats there. But hopefully this game will end right before our pregame of that game. So, again, make sure to stay tuned for that live stream coming up for you after this one. Again, it's Texas A&M and Notre Dame. Big game there. First play of the second half, it's a handoff for the Miami Hurricanes. And they'll get maybe about 5 on that carry, maybe 4. Nope, they actually give them 1, so again, the Hurricanes started from their own 25-yard line. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looks to his left, fires it left side, catch is made. And the ball goes out of bounds to about the 32-yard line. Again, the first half of that play, 283 total yards of offense for the Hurricanes. But Florida, 145. 0 for 5 on third downs in that first half. Third down and 3 coming up here for the Hurricanes. Ward out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks to throw. Looking to his left. Fires it left. Got a man. First down more. Spin move to the 45, 50. Look out. 45, 40, 35, 30. All the way down to about the 29-yard line. And a huge run after the catch. It looks like Restrepo number 7 with the catch here for the Hurricanes. Boy, these wide receivers for Miami are having a day. Boy, beautiful run after the catch there for the Hurricanes. And they get to Florida territory down about the 29-yard line. So the first drive of the second half, Miami is on the move. And there is an injured player down on the field. He's returned to number 20. Defensive back for Florida is down. 6'3", 210 pounds. And it looks like it may be just a cramp there for Florida. It is a hot one down there in Gainesville. It was over 90 degrees in the kickoff, and then, of course, the heat index looked like it was about 100. So the field that they're playing on is not mainly a lot of turf. Miami takes possession, though, at the 29-yard line after that big running catch. Cam Ward out of the shotgun. Ward takes a snap. Delayed handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Ward throws it to the right side. Complete to the right side to the 25. Look out to the 10, 5, all the way down to about the 5-yard line. Thornton Jr. makes the catch. I think that's actually Fetcher Jr. who makes the catch for the Miami Hurricanes. A missed tackle by the Florida Gators, and it's first and goal for the Hurricanes. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Ward out of the shotgun as Hurricanes go quick tempo. Takes a snap. Ward, quick throw to the left. Got a man one-on-one. Did he get in? They're going to mark him down inside the 1 yard line. Well, I tell you what, the Florida defender, it looked like it was one-on-one on the way, and it looked like he had plenty of space there to get to the end zone. Well, I tell you what, the Florida defender just came in just in time to. And now they're going to probably take a look at this and see if he got into the end zone. And yes, they are. It looks like the left elbow. He had the ball in his left elbow. It's based on kind of like the spot with the touchdown. Again, the ruling on the field is the ball carrier's down at the 1 yard line. Let's take a look at it. And from what I can tell, the left knee looked like it did touch before the ball could have go across the pylon, but that's really tough to tell. But either way, no matter if it's not a touchdown or not, Miami will have the ball at the 1 yard line, a chance to go up by 3 touchdowns in this game. This Miami team, they are not really worried about this crowd at all. Again, it's one of the toughest places to play. Of course, that is why they call it the Swamp. (24-10). It's now going to be second down. The play call will stand as the ball carrier was down at the 1 yard line, so it will be first and goal at the 1 yard line. Okay, Miami a chance to go up by 3 touchdowns in this one. That was Sam Brown who had a chance to get in the end zone, but he got him to the 1 yet anyway. Cam Ward goes out of the shotgun on this play. Felcher, the tailback, takes the snap. Felcher jumps up in there, and he got in. Touchdown, Miami. And Mark Felcher gets in. And the Miami Hurricanes now go up by 20 points. So a big touchdown with 3 minutes in here to the second half. And this Hurricane offense just continues to be very explosive. This is a different Miami team that we saw from, of course, a year ago and, of course, a couple years ago as well. So extra point coming up. 6-play, 75-yard drive for the Hurricane offense. Felcher Jr. in for the second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point up and in. So with that extra point and the touchdown, Miami opens up the second half 3 minutes in. They go up 31-10. We'll take a quick break here. Your score, Miami 31, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. Your score here in the third quarter of play just underway 3 minutes in. Miami leads now by 3 touchdowns, 31-10 over the Florida Gators. Miami will be back in action. They'll have a couple of non-conference games right after this Florida game as they'll try to maybe start out 4-0. They got actually 3 straight non-conference games against Florida A&M, Ball State, South Florida, and then they open up ACC play on September 27th against Virginia Tech, which lost today to Vanderbilt. Kickoff by Miami goes back into the end zone for the touchback. Again, Miami leads 31-10. It's been a really good, explosive offensive day here for the Hurricanes. Again, this is a different kind of Miami team that we saw from last year and definitely from the year before. Could this finally be their year? And Miami, again, 12:25 to go in this third quarter. Florida will come out to the offensive side of the football for the first time in the second half. They start from their own 25. Johnson Jr. goes out as a wide receiver now. Mertz takes the snap, looks to his left. Mertz goes right down the middle, and the catch is made. First down. Catch made by Jackson, number 22. As they are showing the college football playoff, 12-team playoff. Remember, the first round buys go to the four conference champions, and then 8 teams will be at large, and then, of course, or actually from 5 to 12, or 5 to 11, there'll be, of course, at-large teams. And then we'll have one group of 5 champion as the number 12 seed. And, of course, the first round games will be held on campuses. Again, I'm really excited for that 12-team playoff coming up this year. Uh-oh. And Florida almost turning it over on a fumble. And now the ball will be spotted back at the 35. A while ago, Florida had a 5-yard play there, and now it's third down coming up. Third down and 13 now. Florida was 0 for 5 on third downs in that first half. And again, this Florida offense has really struggled to get past this Miami defense today. Mertz out of the shotgun. 2 on the delay clock. There's a snap. Mertz drops to throw, in trouble. Mertz going to get pressured, and he's taken down. Mertz sacked for the second time today, and this Miami Hurricane defense right all over the Florida offensive line and Mertz. Big sack there to start the second half for the Hurricane defense. And now things are starting to go really badly here for the Florida offense. Boy, Graham Mertz just had no time whatsoever to get this throw off. He was having an opportunity, but he saw a load of white jerseys come after him. And Florida punts this ball away. Returned from the 6-yard line. And a huge hit. He get past the 10-yard line to about the 13, so Miami's offense will take over. Don't forget, coming up right after this one, after this one's concluded, we will have Texas A&M taking on Notre Dame. Again, Riley Leonard playing his first game as a Notre Dame quarterback, and then Mike Elko takes over as the new Texas A&M head coach. What a successful last 2 years that Mike Elko had at Duke. And now he comes to play in the toughest conference ever, the SEC. Miami back in possession here on their opening or their second drive of the second half, and they get a first down automatically. It was a swing pass by the Miami Hurricanes of Cam Ward, and he gets a first down. Big play as they started from their own 13, it looks like. Still got more games as well coming up for you tonight. But Miami, again, leading 31-10 over this big matchup. They're inside the 37-yard line in their own territory. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off left side. And going to be close, or good gain on that play by the Miami running back. And I tell you what, this Miami offense is looking really good. They could be looking like a dangerous offense heading into this season based off of what we've seen so far. Cam Ward out of the shotgun here on this play on 2nd down and 4. 6-yard run on that last play. Ward waiting for the snap. There it is. Ward hands it off up the middle. And another first down for Miami in midfield. So the Hurricanes continue to just pound this Florida defense. Look at the time of possession, 23 minutes and 30 seconds for Miami. They are now just 5 yards away from getting 400 yards today and 47 plays total by this Miami offense. Ward out of the shotgun as they're inside Florida territory at the 49. Ward taking his time, as Miami should, because they have a big lead. Don't want to waste or, get the clock down. Ward to throw. And Ward rolled to his right, escapes from pressure. Ward going to fire a deep shot downfield, incomplete. He threw it all the way down to the 5-yard line, but it's now 2nd down coming up. Castle number 14 for Florida on the coverage. Score update, final score update. Penn State, number 8th ranked team in the country, defeats West Virginia 34-12. So Penn State starts 1-0 on the season. We haven't seen a lot of upsets here in week 1. It's kind of been a quiet week here in this one, which we thought after Florida State lost last weekend. And the ball is out. Florida has got the football to the 40 and into Miami territory, out of bounds close to that 30-yard line. And Florida's got the ball back with 7:24 to go in the third quarter, and there is a little bit of a discussion here. Let's see if the receiver was down. And I don't think it's an incompletion. Ooh, I don't really know. It's close. And it is an incomplete pass. I think that's a right call. Florida fans obviously not really a fan of that one, but it is the right call. But it's 3rd down and 10. $7:24 to go in this third quarter of play. Miami leads 31-10. And obviously it's been just a dominating performance, not just for the Miami offense, but also for the defense as well. Got to give that defense of Miami a lot of credit. Third down and 10 here for the Hurricanes. 7 on the delay clock. Ward out of the shotgun with 2 guys beside him. Ward gets a snap. Ward to throw. Fires it left side. Lobbing pass. Complete. Huge catch by the Miami receiver and a first down. It's a lobbing throw. Cam Ward with a beautiful throw to the left. And I tell you what, barely got the feet in bounds. And Miami goes quintempo. Ward across the middle, incomplete. A little too much heat on that throw there by Cam Ward, and it's incomplete. Well, I tell you what, look at this stat here. 22 first downs for the Hurricanes, 8 for Florida. Again, this is a Miami team that maybe had a little bit of question marks with the transfers and stuff to get things going for quite a while. And they also had a lot of question marks going into their first kind of tough test on this road game. But Miami, no problem whatsoever. Ward goes under center here on 2nd down and 10. They're going to hand it off right side and are going to take him down for a loss on that play, maybe about a 1-yard loss. James, number 6, with a tackle for Florida. Again, Miami trying to probably waste some of that clock down here to have a huge advantage going into that fourth quarter. Florida definitely needs a stop here on 3rd down and about a long 11. But Miami's got a chance to get a field goal. They're, of course, in field goal range. Ball at the 23-yard line. There's the snap. Ward to throw. In trouble. Ward gets away from the first guy. Ward now rolls to his left. Fires on the run to the end zone. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Ward throws it on the run, and Jacoby George makes the catch for the touchdown. Oh my goodness, what a throw by Ward. 3rd touchdown pass for Cam Ward in this game. And that is a touchdown for Miami. Got both feet down. No review there for the Hurricanes automatically. What a performance by Cam Ward. And now the extra point coming up here for the Hurricanes. Boy, this is a very talented Miami team. Extra point by the Hurricanes is up and good. 23-yard touchdown pass by Cam Ward to Kolobi. 6:08 to play in this third quarter. And Miami now leads 38-10. Putting on a beating here in the swamp on this Florida team. We will take a quick break here. Your score in the third quarter of play, Miami 38, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It is 38-10 here in the third quarter of play as Florida is showing the all-time great Jesse Palmer from 1997 to 2000. But I tell you what a performance by this Miami offense. 38-10 lead in the swamp over the Gators. Miami, of course, came in as a 2.5-point favorite only, but we were expecting a close game, but that's not been the case. As Miami kicks off, 3 touchdown passes by Cam Ward in this game. And Florida lets it go for a touchback. They just showed Jesse Palmer, former Florida Gator quarterback, and they're showing the 2001 Sugar Bowl, it looks like. And Florida and Miami, of course, have a lot of history. Miami came into this game leading the all-time series 29-27. Florida back out on offense. They start from the 25-yard line. Mertz gets a snap, hands it off to Johnson Jr., and Johnson Jr. gets to about the 28 to the 29-yard line, gain of 3 or 4 on that play. Don't forget, coming up right after this game, we will have, of course, our second game of our doubleheader as Texas A&M hosts the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Top 25 showdown there. That game will be starting at about 7:30 Eastern time. Second down and 7 for Florida. Mertz takes a snap, looking to throw. Mertz gets hit as he throws, and that one's incomplete. So now it's third down coming up, where Florida has really struggled on third down today. And again, this Miami defense has been just everywhere. We have a flag down. Not sure what the penalty is here on this play. Well, of course, Florida, came into this game trying to get some win here. And actually going to call it pass interference on Miami. Let's take a look at Florida's schedule. You could see it right there on the screen if you're watching it live. Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State, all in the month of November. My goodness. Florida can just not get a break. And they also have Tennessee on the schedule. Mertz to throw, fires a short screen pass to Wilson, and Wilson gets tripped up, gets to midfield. Again, Wilson, the third, has been the biggest receiver and the biggest target for Mertz here in this game. Again, Florida just has not had a lot of success against this Miami defense. 5:03 to go in this third quarter of play. Miami leads 38-10. Wilson got to pick up a 5 on that last reception. Mertz out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep, and now goes up the middle to Johnson Jr. And Johnson Jr. gets to Miami territory for a first down. Texas A&M and Notre Dame getting ready to go at one another. Well, I tell you what, Riley Leonard heading into one of the toughest places to play in the SEC, and that's Kyle Field. Mertz out of the shotgun. First down and 10 for the Gators. Mertz fakes the handoff, looking to throw, and he's sacked. Tyler Barron, the transfer from Tennessee, number 9, gets up with the sack. And that's the third sack of the afternoon for the Hurricane defense. My goodness. I remember Tyler Barron from Tennessee, a huge defensive tackle coming out of high school. And Tyler Barron gets the sack for the defense of Miami. Again, the third sack of the afternoon here for the Hurricanes. It now makes it second down and 17, 7-yard loss. Mertz going to hand it off to Johnson, and he's been in the backfield. Dropped back at about the 40, maybe the 39-yard line. And this Miami defense is dominating. Well, I tell you what, both sides of the football look really, really good for Miami, as we're seeing in this matchup. Again, Miami this offseason has picked up a load of transfers, not just the transfers, though, the recruiting class. Future is definitely looking bright. 0 for 6 for Ford on third downs. Mertz takes a snap, 3rd and 20. Mertz to throw. Mertz goes deep, got a man, and it's not even close to the first down. And huge hit there. And now it's 4th down coming up, so Florida's going to have to go for it here in this situation. 2:42 remaining in the third quarter of play. So that's going to bring up now 4th down and 8. Florida had a 4th down earlier today. They couldn't convert it, though. Mertz out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Mertz got time, fires it left, got a man. Complete for a first down at about the 33-yard line. And Mertz with a beautiful throw there to his receiver to the left side. And let's see it now if Florida can finally get in the end zone here in the second half. Again, Mertz, really an underrated quarterback. He's 11 of 18. Now passing for just 91 yards, but he's very underrated. Mertz to throw. Again, fires it left, too high and incomplete. It's now 1:42 remaining here in this third quarter of play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up. Thank you for watching this stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the first game of our doubleheader. Again, we got Texas A&M and Notre Dame coming up here on the channel just very soon, right after this one. Mertz out of the shotgun here on 2nd down. Takes a snap, hands it off to Johnson Jr. Now Mertz keeps it. Mertz slides down to the 20-yard line. Great read option keeper by Graham Mertz. And now we're starting to see some positive plays here from the Florida offense. Even though they're trailing by 4 touchdowns, 38-10, they are still playing their hearts out. Mertz takes a snap, hands off to Johnson Jr., not back for a loss. And I'll tell you what, this Miami defensive line, they have really stopped the running game of this Florida offense. Final minute here to go in this third quarter of play. And Miami's going to have a huge lead going into that fourth quarter. Not unless Florida can try to make it a 3-touchdown ball game. 192 total yards of offense for Florida, 444 for Miami. Mertz to throw here on 2nd down and 11. Intercepted! Picked off at about the 5-yard line. And now plenty of room. 35, 40. Looks like they're going to take it back for a pick six. One man to beat. No, and they get taken down right around the 25-yard line. And Graham Mertz is down. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I tell you what, I think Graham Mertz may have taken a massive hit, and he is down on the field, ladies and gentlemen. This is not good news here for the Gators. And Miami's celebrating, which I really am not a big fan of that, because when an injured player goes down, you have to really be careful. Boy, Mertz is in a lot of pain there as he took a hit. We'll take a quick break here. Miami with the interception as this third quarter is almost about to come down to an end. Your score, Miami 38, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Obviously, some concerns here. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Miami gets the interception, but bad news for Florida fans. Graham Mertz, man, took a really hard hit by the Miami defenders. And looks like he's heading to the locker room. We're back to action, though. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Miami takes over at the 32-yard line off that turnover. Takes a snap, hands it off to Martinez. The transfer from Oregon State gets about a yard on that carry. TJ Lagway, I have never heard about this kid. We might see him on the field now. So it looks like DJ Lagway is a 6'3 freshman from Willis, Texas, 239 pounds. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. Miami with a dominating performance in this one. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the fourth quarter coming up for you here in just a moment. Your score is Miami 38, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. We are ready to start the fourth quarter of our first game of our doubleheader. 38-10 is your score in this one. Miami leads Florida in this game, and it's just been all Miami in this one. But, you know, Florida fans are still kind of cheering, but, again, it's just been all the Hurricanes. Score updates. Texas with 9:24 to go in the fourth quarter. They lead Colorado State 52-0. Ohio State leads Akron with 3:37 to go in the third, 31-3. Again, the Georgia Bulldogs were victorious. The number one team in the country beats Clemson 34-3. Penn State beats West Virginia 34-12. Oklahoma State took care of business against South Dakota State. Just a little bit of a quiet week here to start out the year in week number one. The top 25 teams have been doing really good. As we are now ready to start the fourth quarter, Cam Ward comes out of the shotgun, takes a snap. It's a little double reverse. And now a pass by the receiver. Oh, off the hands. and the fingertips, I should say, and incomplete. I'll tell you what, Miami ran a trick play there. Ward got the snap, handed off to his receiver, and then his receiver threw the ball, but that just comes off the hands. So Miami with a little bit of a lost play there on that one. I probably would have put Miami up now 44-10 if they would have gotten that touchdown, or they would have got that catch. It's 3rd down and 9, though, here for the Hurricanes. Ward out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Ward under pressure, big pressure, and Ward's just going to have to throw this one away. And it's incomplete. So good pressure there by the Gators. So 4th down. Miami could try to kick the field goal here to put them up now 41-10. Again, it's been a really dominating performance. Great performance by Cam Ward in his first game as the Miami Hurricanes quarterback. Dallas comes out to attempt the field goal from 45 yards out. And it's on the way. And it's no good. So field goal is missed. Miami still the score remains 38-10. So a missed opportunity there for the Hurricanes to go up with 40-plus points. But Miami's still with the lead here, big, 38-10 by 4 touchdowns. It would probably be a miracle if Florida came back in this ball game. So Florida, a new quarterback, DJ Lagway, the backup quarterback right behind Mertz. Again, Mertz went to the locker room. True freshman quarterback, Lagway takes his first snap in his college career here at Florida, and the crowd roared when he came to the field. DJ Lagway out of the shotgun, takes the snap, going to hand it off to his tailback, Travion Webb. Gets about maybe a couple yards, maybe 3. DJ Lagway, number 1 dual threat quarterback recruit, was the National Gatorade Player of the Year last year, 8,302 passing yards and 100 touchdowns at Willis High School. Selected Florida over Miami, Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, and LSU. So had a lot of schools that came after him. And Lagway looked like he was going to try to keep it on the read option, but he got knocked back for a loss. Looks like Tyler Barron, number 9, came up with the tackle. Don't forget, coming up right after this one, we do have, of course, our second game of our doubleheader. Got Notre Dame taking on Texas A&M for you. So make sure to come on the live stream for that game. That is coming up. 3rd down and 12 here for Lagway. We'll probably see him throw for the first time. And he's now under pressure. Lagway to throw on the left. Now Rose to his left and fires on the run. It's incomplete. So Lagway's first offensive drive ends in a 3-and-out. Again, it's really just been a tough offensive performance here for the Gators. Again, they had that second quarter touchdown to make it an even 7-point ball game, but ever since that touchdown, Miami's been on a big run. And I think that what made the difference is when Miami got the ball to start the second half, that allowed Miami to pull away. And Florida kicks the ball and punts the ball. They'll let this ball bounce, and that'll be about around the 23 to the 24-yard line. We'll take a quick break here as we're in the 4th quarter of play. Your score is Miami 38, Florida 10. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. And it's 38-10 as we're in the fourth quarter of play of our first game of our doubleheader. Again, Miami is leading Florida 38-10. Miami back on offense, and the pass is complete here to the left side. Gain of about 2 or maybe 3, maybe 4 yards on that play. Again, other final scores for you. Again, the Georgia Bulldogs absolutely dominated the Clemson Tigers in the second half. They win it 34-3. We still got some other upcoming games for you in just a little bit. We got Alabama opening up with the Kalen DeBoer era at about 7 o'clock against Western Kentucky. Texas up 52-0. They'll head to Ann Arbor next weekend. And Miami's going to go with the run here. About a 2-yard gain, maybe 3 yards on that carry. Speaking of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and also Texas and Michigan, we will have, of course, our live play-by-play broadcast next weekend in week number 2. Again, our game of the weekend next weekend will be Texas traveling to take on the Michigan Wolverines. A battle between two playoff teams from last year going at it. It will be an SEC versus Big Ten showdown. So that'll be our next game next weekend in week number 2. But don't forget, coming up week number 1 tomorrow, we got USC and LSU coming up for you as well. The Sunday night before Labor Day. Ward gets the snap, looking to throw. Cam Ward is pressured and taken down. So the first sack of the game for the Florida defense. Got about 11:50 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. Miami probably should have wasted a little bit more clock there. Miami's got a backup quarterback as well. I'm not sure if you probably want to play him, though. Maybe if your defense gets a big-time stop, though, on the Florida offense next drive, they could start to play some backups. Miami punts the football away. It will be returned from the 31-yard line and gets out to about across the 40 to the 42. Well, remember, Graham Mertz got really hit hard after the play. We'll see DJ Lagway, the backup, the true freshman. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel of College Football 2024. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. We are in the fourth quarter of play, and Miami has a big advantage, 38-10, as, again, the Florida Gators offense has just been kind of, struggling to get past this Miami defense. Don't forget, coming up right after this one, we do have the Texas A&M Aggies and Notre Dame Fighting Irish coming up for you. We'll have a live play-by-play broadcast of that game of our doubleheader. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, we do have, of course, USC and LSU. And then coming up next weekend, we got Michigan and Texas. So that's the broadcast schedule. And I also forgot to mention another one thing. DJ Lagway, first pass is complete. Trey Wilson with the catch, and that's his first completion as a Florida Gator quarterback for DJ Lagway. And I also forgot to mention, coming up for you next Thursday, September 5th, we will have our first live play-by-play broadcast of NFL football between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, a rematch from the AFC title game. Lagway, quick slant, complete. And Lagway completes it to Wilson, the third. Boy, Wilson has been the biggest playmaker on this Florida offense. 10:25 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Florida trying to at least get a touchdown here. They've been stuck at 10 ever since the second quarter of play. Ball at the 31-yard line in Miami territory. Lagway will keep it on a quarterback keeper, and he gets hammered just for about a yard of a gain. And I'll tell you what, college football, again, a lot different than high school, the way he's playing it. And there has been a lot of changes, again, through college football. The helmet communication now from your offensive coordinator is a different thing. Ball at the 30-yard line for Florida, gain of a yard. They toss it right side. Nice move, and nice run by Jackson, number 24. It looked like he was going to slip, but he got the first down anyway on the second effort. So DJ Lagway, again, coming in for Graham Mertz. Of course, Mertz went to the locker room. We don't really know the status of him just yet. 9:06 to play in the fourth quarter. Miami leads 38-10. It's been a dominant performance by the Hurricanes. Lagway gets the snap, fakes it. Lagway fires on the run, and that one's incomplete. So it brings up second out and 10. Clock will stop at about 8:51. Again, this is the third ACC versus SEC matchup that we've had today. We had Vanderbilt beat Virginia Tech 34-27 in overtime. Vanderbilt, what a start for them, beating a Power 4 program for the first time in 19 years. And then Georgia just putting a beating on Clemson 34-3. Lagway takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson. He's going to be knocked back for a loss on that play. So third down coming up. Score update, 10:29 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Syracuse leads 38-22. Third down and 12 for Florida. Gators trying to get their first touchdown since the second quarter. Ball at the 21-yard line. Lagway takes a snap. Plenty of time to throw. Now going to have to take off and run for it. Lagway, he's got a first down. It'll be first and go for Florida at the 5-yard line. So Lagway showing off his running skills. Is this kind of like the future of the Florida offense? And also for the future at quarterback? I don't know, but we will see. And here's an injured Miami player down on the field. It's just a cramp. We will take a quick break here. Here in the fourth quarter of play, it's Miami 38, Florida 10, as Florida will line up inside the 5-yard line. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcasts of college football 2024. 8:02 to go here in this one. Fourth quarter of play, Miami leads 38-10. And Florida Gators have been really having a tough time going up against this Hurricane defense. But they have a chance here to get into the end zone for the first time since the second quarter. It's first and goal from the 5-yard line. DJ Lagway, the true freshman quarterback, coming in for Mertz. Lagway tosses it to the right and try to get into the end zone, but it's down at the 1. So it'll be second down and goal. DJ Lagway, again, this is a big moment for him. Graham Mertz, of course, went down with the injury. And I think he's doing a really impressive job so far. Again, coming up after this game is over, we'll have Texas A&M and, of course, Notre Dame. We will switch it over there. Give you the player of the game of this one. Handoff up the middle. Spin move. Did he get into the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Florida. Florida's first points since the second quarter. Great drive by the true freshman quarterback, DJ Lagway. And the Florida Gators now trail by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try coming up here for the Florida Gators. DJ Lagway, of course, again, the backup behind Mertz, but we might have a future quarterback here for the Florida offense. And they're actually going to take a look at the previous play and review if a runner crossed the pylon. And the ruling on the field is a touchdown. And looks like it's really close. Looks like the right knee came down before the ball across the pylon. We're waiting for the officials to see if this is a touchdown for the Gators or not. Based on DJ Lagway's numbers, he had a really good career at high school. And the ruling on the field stands. So a touchdown for Florida. 9-play, 58-yard drive by the Gators, led by DJ Lagway, the true freshman quarterback. So extra point try coming up now to make this a 3-touchdown ball game. Again, not a lot of time for Florida to come back in this one, but they are putting up a fight. Extra point is good. So that makes it now 38-17 with 7:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Again, what a performance by this Miami offense. Cam Ward making his debut as the quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. And then how about these transfers for Miami stepping up at the beginning of this season? And if you're a Miami fan, and also if you're the Miami Hurricanes going into the rest of the year, you got to feel really comfortable because Clemson and Florida State both lost in their openers. You could say that Miami probably could be the front runner right now as the top team and the favorite now to win the ACC. Virginia Tech goes down as well. Had a lot of high expectations for that team. But either way, the ACC is definitely wide open. It will be a competitive conference just like the Big 12. Florida will kick this one off. They're actually going to go for the onside kick. And the onside kick is picked up by Miami into Florida territory at about the 45-yard line. So Miami could try to waste this clock down and really secure the win. Or they can get into the end zone and put on another score here with 7:14 remaining in this ball game. Player of the game, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. It's already Cam Ward. Great performance by Cam Ward on the offensive side of the football. Threw an interception earlier, but again, just stayed composed and showed off his athleticism. So Cam Ward is your player of the game in this one, your Lucas Ross Sports player of the game. Miami goes to the ground game, gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on that carry. (38-17) in this one. Again, we got Texas A&M and Notre Dame coming up next for you for our doubleheader. Cam Ward 24 out of 32 in this ball game. We could say he probably could be a Heisman candidate as well. Again, Miami just trying to waste that clock down. 3 on the delay clock, though. Ward to throw. Gets the snap. Ward rolling to his right. Ward scrambling. Now goes on the left side, and that one is caught. First down, Miami. close to about the 10-yard line. Kind of surprised that Miami is throwing the football here with 6 minutes remaining. Not an accurate throw by Cam Ward, but he completes it anyway. Cam Ward just really wearing down this Florida defense in this secondary. 351 yards of passing for Ward. Just a really awesome performance. Pitch to Martinez on the left side. And Martinez gets thrown out of bounds at about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. Gets about a yard on that carry. So Miami's going to start 1-0 here on the season. They'll have 3 kind of cupcake games in the next 3 weeks, and then they'll open up ACC play on September 27th on a Friday night against Virginia Tech. A schedule that kind of sets up well for them. They don't have to play Clemson on the schedule this year. They got to play Florida State, but the good news is they get that game at home. 2nd down and 9 here for the Hurricanes, the 19th ranked team in the country. Ward gets the snap, hands it off to Martinez up the middle. Martinez gets close to about that 5-yard line. So now about 4:35 to go in this one. As soon as this game is completed, we will now switch it over to the Texas A&M and Notre Dame game. That is the biggest game coming up for you right here on the channel. Of course, College Game Day earlier this morning. Lee Corso picked Notre Dame to win as his first headgear. Boy, Lee Corso, what a career of College Game Day he's had. 89 years old. And still continuing to do those head mascot picks. Ward to throw on 3rd down, and it's incomplete. So it now will be 4th down coming up, intended for Martinez. So looks like Miami will kick the field goal with just 4:02 remaining. Boy, what a job that Mario Cristobal has really done in the offseason. You could tell just based off of what we've seen in this ball game, just coming in on the road in the swamp and just absolutely dominating Florida. 26-yard attempt here for the Hurricanes for the field goal, and it's good. So the field goal makes it now 41-17. Very impressed with Miami's performance. I mean, I really did not expect this to happen. For Florida, though, can they rebound next weekend? I mean, they play, of course, Samford, I believe, next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. But schedule gets tougher down the stretch. They will, of course, have a very tough schedule in the month of November. Mike Elko making his walk for Texas A&M, first year again as the head coach. That's coming up again right after this. Again, really excited for that game coming up next for you. Can Texas A&M pull off an early upset to start out the year? Four minutes to play in this one. Again, Miami leads 41-17. A great offensive performance from Cam Ward and this Miami team. Miami kicks off. Returnable kick. We'll take it from the end zone to the 20, to the 30, 25-30. Nice return. Carmen Lanta gets about the 35, 36-yard line. Final score update, Texas defeats Colorado State 52-0. So again, Texas will head to Michigan next weekend. That'll be our Week 2 live broadcast next weekend. That game will be the Fox noon kickoff. We'll start our broadcast at about 11:45. And don't forget, coming up next Thursday, we'll have our first NFL football game in a rematch of the AFC Championship. 3:54 to go. Florida back out on offense. DJ Lagway gets the snap, hands it off to the tailback, and about the 39 to the 40-yard line. He'll spot it right around the 41. Gain of 6. Again, Florida with a very tough schedule this year with the teams of the likes of Tennessee, Ole Miss. They got LSU. They also got Texas. They got Florida State in the non-conference. So this is not their only ACC conference opponent. DJ Lagway on the quarterback keeper. Slides down just short of that first down. Again, as soon as this game is complete, we will switch it over to the Texas A&M and Notre Dame game. Be sure to come back on this channel and listen in. Lagway to throw, gets a snap, and that one is intercepted. Boy, the Miami defender fell down on his back, and he somehow made the interception. That is the second turnover by Florida in this game. Beautiful defending there by the Miami Hurricanes. The ball was batted up in the air, and it's intercepted. So, first interception of DJ Lagway's career. Harris, number 7 for Miami with the pick. And the Hurricanes just putting on an offense and defensive clinic, and Florida fans now leaving. Miami with an absolute dominating performance. They're going to come out of the swamp with a win. Miami can just really run out this clock. Boy, Miami fans have shown up here. Again, this Miami team looks really, really good. Mario Cristobal with a really nice job in the transfer portal and also in the recruiting class rankings. The future is definitely bright. Second out and 7 after the 3-yard carry. Ward gets the snap, hands it off up the middle, and gets to about midfield. 2-minute warning. 41-17. We will take a quick timeout, the 2-minute warning timeout, as you're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel of College Football 2024. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. 2 minutes remaining to go in this one. Miami leads 41-17 over the Florida Gators. Dominating performance by the Hurricanes as they will start 1-0. Florida goes 0-1. Miami will get ready for 3 other cupcake games the next week. They will have Ball State, Florida A&M, and also they'll have South Florida on the road. Miami passing the football on 3rd and 4. Boy, I tell you what, Miami gets all the way down to about the 16-yard line. And the Hurricanes move the chains with 1:46 to go. That's a little bit of a showing off there. Kind of disrespectful, but this is a rivalry. You don't really care what happens. So Miami's looking to now put up more points here on the scoreboard. Most of the crowd has really cleared out at Florida. 524 total yards of offense for the Hurricanes. We will have the final stats for you in that Texas A&M and Notre Dame pregame, so stay tuned for that. Approaching the final minute here of this fourth quarter and also this ball game. Miami Hurricanes just put on a really great game. First time out by the Hurricanes. 1:05 remaining. Well, Florida will have a chance to redeem themselves next weekend. They'll play Samford. But this is a really good Miami team that Florida just went up against. And let's see if the Gators will really try to redeem themselves next weekend. Again, they'll host Samford next weekend, and then they'll get ready for SEC play against Texas A&M, I believe, on September the 14th. So they will have that game at home, so they definitely have to be ready for that one. 1:08 remaining. Miami changes quarterbacks. I'll go with the handoff here. A.J. Allen. 1 minute remaining. Miami can just really run this clock down, but of course Mario Cristobal likes to run it before even the game is over with. We saw that, of course, last year, but it looks like they probably switched that up just a little bit this season. A phenomenal performance by the Miami Hurricanes as the final seconds tick down here. 30 seconds to go. The Hurricanes, the 19th ranked team in the country, will start 1-0 with a big win against Florida at the Swamp. They go up the middle. This should be the final play of the game, and it is. So that is it. The Miami Hurricanes go to the Swamp and start 1-0. Mario Cristobal gets it done. Your score and your final score in this one, the Miami Hurricanes 41, Florida Gators 17. We're going to go ahead and end things out here for this stream. Don't forget, we have the Texas A&M and Notre Dame game coming up for you here in just a moment here on this stream. Make sure to stay tuned for that coming up for you here, as this has been a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Again, your final score, Miami defeats Florida 41-17, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel.